I became familiar with the Chevrolet Volt at a GM press event in San Francisco earlier this year. I talked to the engineers, drove it around, and came away very impressed. On these press events, we get about a half a day's experience with the car. I wondered what it would be like to really live with the Volt. Does it get 40 miles per charge? Does it really save you much gas in the long run? Well, the folks at Chevy gave me one for a week, so I can find out. A recap: Volt is an electric car that's supposed to travel 40 miles on a charge. After that, a gasoline-powered generator makes more power to run the electric motor. With battery and gas tank full, Voelk can travel around 380 miles. Day one, I drive only 20 miles, so it's electric power every mile. Up till now, all Volt interiors I've seen have looked like this. Personally, I find the darker color scheme on my tester to be very tasteful. With no buttons, this touch panel takes time getting used to. Day two. Chevy says most consumers drive 40 miles or less per day. Here's my mileage 2 blocks from home. If I were to go a couple more miles, I'd hit 40. Dinner's waiting though. A full charge takes 11 hours with standard 110 current, 4 hours with 220, the kind your dryer uses. Worried that pranksters will unplug your car while it's charging? Well, if the doors are locked, this is what happens. Aren't you glad you don't live near me? By day 3, I'm finding Volt fun to drive. It has a European feel to it, much better handling dynamics than, say, Prius or Insight. Okay, I'm about a mile away from home. It doesn't look like I'm going to make it on battery power. Nope. Just switched over to the gas generator side. So, well, it does prove that Volt does have about a 40-mile range on the battery. It's very hard to tell when the generator kicks in. It's seamless and often unheard. Day 4, I explore Volt a little deeper. There are 3 drive modes. Sport sharpens the throttle response. Mountain allows drivers to kick on the generator early to bank electric power for later. Volt's Achilles heel is this space back here. Seems like there's just enough room carved out for my average-sized frame, and only seating for 2 because of the massive battery pack that runs through the middle. Seating, on the other hand, extremely comfortable. Day 5, got a lot of errands to run today. I know that I'm going to dip into the Volt's onboard generator. I'm probably going to drive 200 miles, something that I couldn't do with the Nissan Leaf because its range is capped at 100 miles. One chore is the TP test. 5 bundles is 1 less than average. Volt is very aerodynamic. The flexible chin spoiler seems to always be scraping something. Day 6, again, loads of errands. I drain the battery at 43 miles and hit up the generator for a dozen more. Day 7, Chevy wants their car back. I have driven a total of 497 miles. All right, drum roll please. How much gasoline did I use in 1 week? Not very much. Volt drinks premium fuel. A full battery charge is about $1.30 in Seattle. Total fuel bill, about $30. The cost of saving money starts at $41 grand before generous tax credits. Volt will be available in all 50 states by the end of 2011. Well, that is my week with the Chevy Volt, folks. It was a lot of fun. Very, very interesting car. If you want a more technical breakdown of this vehicle, go to drivencarreviews.com. My first piece on the Volt has a lot more of that going on there. I'm Tom Voelk.